Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to another Madden 13 online game. Today we got the Redskins and the Vikings, but we're not going to talk about this game at all. We also got Miss Ford's Gump in the building. Let me say that real quick. We're playing Gump, man, commentator, check him out. Anyways, we are doing a free agent frenzy video here. We're going to go over all the stuff that's happened in the first 3 days of free agency in the NFL, because a lot of stuff has happened. So, naturally I do want to voice my opinion about them. And let's start naturally by the team that has not done anything. The Baltimore Ravens. They did one thing. They signed Joe Flacco to an enormous contract. And thanks to his enormous contract, no one will be able to get a long-term deal with them. You see guys like Ellerbe, Kruger, Ed Reed potentially walking on them. That's pretty big. Ed Reed leaving the Ravens. You'd think he would be a Raven for life, but no, the fact that the Ravens committed so much into Joe Flacco made a lot of our guys leave. You know, some guys just like, nah, we were part of the Super Bowl team too, damn it. And then some people are just looking for money, like Ellerbe, who got overpaid by the Dolphins, which are my next team I want to talk about. These Dolphins, like, I hate what they've been doing so far in free agency. First, they overpaid Mike Wallace, who's now like the 4th highest paid wide receiver in the league. Hold on, this is like bad luck Forrest here real quick. Like, I don't know, it's bad luck Brian, bad luck Forrest, or what, but oh man, that's bad luck there. But yeah, they overpaid for Mike Wallace. They overpaid for Ellerbe. They overpaid for Philip freaking Wheeler. You know, they kind of overpaid Brian Hartline. Like, I hate what Miami's been doing in the offseason. I get that Jeff Ireland wants to like spend, but don't spend like a moron. Like, damn. Like, they're still a borderline playoff team to me. I still don't think they have a good chance of not making the playoffs this year. So yeah, I mean, that's just wasting money to me. A team that's been doing pretty good is the Seahawks. I mean, they kind of took a chance on Percy Harvin's contract there for someone who's been having migraine problems whenever they like look into the lights of a stadium. But still, that's a pretty good move nonetheless if Harvin stays healthy. Besides that, they have Cliff Averill and Michael Bennett on short-term deals. So that's pretty good for them, you know. They did their fair share of stuff. The Broncos as well, they've been making some pretty smart moves. They franchised Ryan Clady, I believe, if not signed to a contract, I'm not sure. They got Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, that's a good signing. They got Vasquez, the offensive lineman from the Chargers. He's supposed to be pretty good. Don't know much about offensive linemen, to be honest. And most of all, they got Wes Welker. So now, you know, that wide receiving core that was already with Peyton Manning, Demaryius Thomas, and Eric Decker. Now they have Wes Welker in the slot instead of Brandon Stokely's 50-year-old ass. Now they got Wes Welker. That's a beast team in offense. A beast team in offense. Like, watch out for those Broncos. They're going to be tough. The only thing is they lost Elvis Dumervil, who was supposed to take a pay cut but never got it in by the deadline. So Dumervil's on the free agent market. So kind of a bad loss for them as far as their pass rush. They still got people like Von Miller, but still, you know, you'd like to have Dumervil, considering he was supposed to stay on the Broncos. So that's kind of tough. But moving on, we got the Detroit Lions, who didn't do that much in free agency. They kind of did some housekeeping, kept Chris Houston and stuff like that. But they did make a big name signing in Reggie Bush. And I do like it because they only got him for like $4 million per year. And Reggie Bush adds a dimension to this team that they definitely did not have last year. You watch the Lions. No run game. Their passing game was okay, but not great because it was just chuck it up downfield to Megatron. And since Titus Young bailed, Burleson got injured, there was absolutely no one else in that team. So Reggie Bush adds the running dimension. He's a nice change up from Mikaela Shore, and plus he catches the ball pretty good instead of having like Joy Bell catch the ball. So, you know, I kind of do it. And plus they have Glover Quinn now on the line, so I kind of like what they're doing. They got rid of Delmas, but they got a nice replacement for him. So, and plus they got Jason Jones, so it's all right. I mean, the Lions, they might be like a 7-9 team, if not better next year, maybe 6-10. I don't know, but I don't expect them to go 4-12 again next year. So I guess good things for Detroit, I guess. The Chiefs are doing some pretty big things. They still have the #1 overall pick in this draft. Let's not forget that, and plus the first pick in the second round, all that stuff. They have all that, and plus they've been making moves with. Actually, no, I think they might trade their second rounder to San Francisco for Alex Smith. That's a pretty big move because Matt Castle sucked ass, and Alex Smith is a decent quarterback. Not a great quarterback. He kind of benefited in the 49ers system to me. And by the way, that was a bullshit touchdown Forrest got. But yeah, I think like Alex Smith kind of got helped by Jim Harbaugh's system, but still he's better than Matt Castle, so that's good for them. They also have 2 new cornerbacks to add to Brandon Flowers, who's a pretty damn good cornerback himself. They got Sean Smith. By the way, remind me to not take the Kansas City Chiefs with the amount of Smiths they have on their team. But they have Sean Smith, and they have Dante Robinson as a nice little nickel cornerback. So that's a good tandem on defense they have. And plus they have Tom Bahuli, who's he's just a machine. He just does not stop. That guy's pretty good. So, you know, pretty good things building in Kansas City. They could have, as weak as the AFC West is, that's a few easy wins against the Chargers and Raiders, not the Redskins. You never know what could transpire there, you know what I mean? And Redskins haven't been doing anything. Neither the Cowboys, few other teams. The Indianapolis has been doing a pretty stupid things, if you ask me. First of all, they overpaid Eric Walden. Then they overpaid this guy, John Francos, who was like the backup defensive tackle for San Francisco. I get their backups are good, but still kind of overpaid him to me. I don't think he's going to do too much there. Walden, of course, didn't even play that much in Green Bay, and all of a sudden he gets a good contract in Indy. I don't understand. Greg Toller wasn't the greatest cornerback in the Cardinals, and now he's coming to Indy. And then they pay. I kind of like the Laurent Landry move. That's the one I kind of like, but it's still high risk, high reward with his injury history. But still, Laurent Landry, he was a really good player in the Jets last year, so it could be a good move for them. The Browns is another team. I hate what they've been doing in the offseason. They're just overpaying for guys like that Bryant guy from the Raiders. Paul Kruger gets overpaid there. I don't know. They're the Browns. What do you expect from them? You know what I mean? The Bears have been doing some okay moves, I guess. They got Martellus Bennett at a pretty decent deal. And Martellus Bennett, I should say. He was pretty good for the Giants last year, I guess. He kind of went on a cold streak for like 10 weeks. So, I don't know. I'm not really too mad about him leading the Giants, because we do develop some pretty good tight ends at times. But they also overpay for Bushrod. So, I think they overpay for Bushrod. I don't know why people are overpaying for these offensive tackles in this thing. Like, the Titans, they also did a big-time overpayment. They paid someone like $40-something million for that dude Levitri from the Bills, the guard. Like, you're really paying a guard that much money in today's NFL? I understand tackles maybe, but not guards. Like, guards aren't worth that much money. But, yeah, and they also got Sean Green for a kind of overpaid deal, and Delaney Walker, who might be an okay addition for them, though it might just be switching Jared Cook for Delaney Walker. I'm not sure how much it does for them. Titans are kind of decent, I guess. And in the Bucks, they overpaid for Deshaun Golston. And as you can see, this game is winding down. 2-minute warning pass. We need to get a touchdown, and that's what we get to lock Forrest up. And Forrest has to, do something real quick. He has to get at least a score and an onside kick, put it that way. And he starts running the ball. And a few other things. The Bills released Fitzpatrick. The Cardinals released Cobb. They signed Mendenhall, who sucks, to me at least. The Rams, they got Jared Cook. They're supposed to get Jake Long, but never did. The Falcons, they got Tony G back. That's good for them. They re-signed William Moore. They got Steven Jackson, who's probably going to be better than Michael Turner. So, the Falcons are probably going to be tough again this year, since they still have one of the best offenses in the league. And by the way, Forrest using strategy here. He kicks the field goal first. And if he gets the onside kick, he has a chance to win the game on a touchdown. But he does not get it, and we get the ball back. And that's about it for the Patriots. I didn't talk about them. They signed overpaid Daniel Amendola. They overpaid him just to replace Wes Welker, clearly. So I don't know what's going on. It's New England, though. You don't question what they're doing. Don't question what Belichick's doing. The product on the field is probably going to be good. And plus, it looks like they're building up a pretty good defense. And they get some people like Freeney, John Abraham. They signed Talib. That'll be a pretty good defense. And last season, the defense killed them in the title game. So that's smart by them to build up the defense, because they still have Tom Brady on their side. You know what I mean? And look at that BS touchdown we got with Harvin. That's pretty cool, I guess. And really quick though, my Giants, they don't do much in free agency, but I kind of do like what they're doing. They got Cohen Jenkins and a few other guys. Aaron Ross we got back. I do like that. So we have a reliable cornerback in a way for our system. And, yeah, that's just my Giants take real quick. I had to put that in there. But that's the end of this video. So, hope you guys liked the video. Like the free agency talk. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll try to respond. And I'll catch you guys next time.